Good morning and welcome to my quite messy working table. This is where I left you with these two pieces at part one of this series, where I will be making six of these pieces here. It is watercolor paper. I have been painted it with earth pigments, and I hope they will end up looking nice together, these six pieces, so I can mount them somewhere on a big canvas or something. That is the plan for now. But I will put a link below in the description box for part one of this series, and today I will see how many I can make it. This amount of time this video will take. I don't know if there will be a part 3, but perhaps I will just make the last one without camera. But I will see how it goes. But this is the plan for today. And by the way, welcome to you new viewers. If you like to do all kinds of different things in mixed media, like jelly printing, slow stitching, mixed media, in both in paper and fabric, you have come to the right channel. So a warm welcome to you. And by the way, my name is Lisbeth, and I'm a Danish abstract mixed media artist, and I do all kinds of things, also altering books and bookmaking, and But let us continue with this job here, if we can say so. So here is this piece I will work on now, and I really like these marks there, and these marks there, and perhaps this thing down there. And the earth pigments here I've used is called Ombre, and it is a brown color. This is the way I do it, but of course you can do it in many other ways. But I like to look at sorry, I haven't been singing or speaking this morning yet, so I have to get my voice in gear. But I like to see the marks there is already, because I won't cover the whole surface. Why do that when there are such lovely marks? So I will only place some small pieces of fabric and do some stitching and make it look like it belongs together, some kind of unit. So this is the small bits and bobs I have taken out, and I have this fabric that I think looks very nice here. But perhaps this is too small. I have this long strip here. And again, with nice frayed edges. So at this point here, it is just like auditioning or playing, you can call it. Seeing what you think looks nice. Move things around and try different things. And as I have said many times before, you can always take pictures with your phone and then look at them and see if there's something you like more than other layouts, and then use the one you like most. I like this. It is some kind of, I don't know what it is, but perhaps it has been something you could run down a long table in the middle for decoration. I can't remember. But I lay it double, so it is a little more visible. And I think it looks nice like this. And in fact, I don't think it needs much more than this, because there are these marks already. Perhaps a small square in this here. I can see if I can find that brown. Something like this could look nice. I think I will go with that. Sometimes it goes a little quicker than other times. Sometimes you can sit for a very long time and move things around before you come up with something you like. But I like this. So I will just take my glue stick. And this gluing isn't for keeping the pieces down. It is just to help me when I'm stitching them down, that they are sitting where I want them to sit. And I'll go like this, and I don't know if I can get this to sit there, but I can try. And then this small piece here, like this. You could also be fancy and put it this way, but I don't like that. I will put it this way and center it the best I can. So now it is ready for stitching, and I will find my needle and some thread that matches here. I think I mentioned in the first video that it isn't so easy to stitch in this 425 GSM watercolor paper, and I could have glued it totally down and said that would be that, but since I have been starting stitching on the other pieces, I will continue even though it is a little hard. And since this is moving a little more around, I will start to sew this down. So again, I will take my trusty, whoops, that was my needle, my trusty punch thing here, and just punch some holes to come up. And yeah, I can see them there. And I would excuse for my fingers and nails, but I have been eco-dyeing an old sheet here, and it is right now it is in a pot standing outside in my garden, and I would let it be there for at least until tomorrow, I think, and see how that works. Instead of boiling it half an hour, I will try to see if I can do it just leaving it for a couple of days. So this is just going up and down to secure it, and you don't need to see me do that. I will come back when I have basted all this down. So and it is nothing else but a big stitch on the back and a very small on the front. The smaller on the front, the more invisible they are, and that is what I like to base them down. This is not for decoration. Oh, done with the basting, and you can see I have taken a dark color thread there and a light there, so you can't hardly see it. And this is based down. This is just glued down. But when I look at it now, I see a kind of square up here. So I think I will do some square stitches up here and inside this brown one there. But I will start up here, and I know I will want this color there so it is visible. And yeah, this is also visible here, this light one, and perhaps this will, yeah, it would disappear. So I think I will go with this one. So I will start punching some holes, and I think I will just do them freehand here and see how it goes. 1, 2, Yeah, you can see them there on the back. It is quite impossible to see. That would be, I need a row more. I would like it to be a square. Like this. Yeah. I just come up in one of the holes and leave this long tail here for later. And it really doesn't matter how you sew them, as long as you end up with small squares. So I'll just do it like this. And this is the official. And there's a knot here on my thread. And I don't like knots where they're not supposed to be. Down like this. Here. And then you go down here. And you can see you have your first little square. And if you have done it correctly, there will always be a cross on the back side. But don't mind that, just sew them as you like. The important thing is that it will be 4 by 4 small squares. So I will just continue and make this and be back. So done with this little square, and I like they are wonky, and that is why I punched the holes in on freehand and not used my ruler. Like here, I used my ruler here to get them straight, but sometimes I just like them a little more wonky. And I think I want one big square inside this one here. So I will take my punch thing again. And oh, sorry, my stomach is rumbling here. I haven't had anything to eat yet. So I'll just come up here, leave the ends, and go down there. And then there. Come up here. Oh, I hope I have thread enough. Up here. And then I will go down here. Yeah, you can't see that. Like this. Oh, I think I will just be able to finish it. Yeah. Please. Yeah, like this. And that is also a little wonky, but I don't mind that. I think this is enough because I really like to see the painting here with the earth pigments, and I really like this fabric. It is reminding me of some graffiti or something like this. I will remove this. This is an ugly color. So I will see this is done, and we'll see what we can do to the next one. I have chosen this one here, and this and the darker end of the colors I have. And let me see. No, not that one. I have this piece here. It is a fabric I have dyed myself with walnut ink, or leftovers from the walnut ink when I was making it. There was all these. They were quite black, but and were blobbing around in the water, and then I just dumped some fabric into it. And I think I will see if I can make some tone it and frayed edges, not torn, like this, and I will also do that here. When I know I have 6 pieces, I want to be in the same frame or mounted at the same. And I, for instance, have these two, with one with copper and one with bronze. I know I want 2 others, so I have 2 with copper and 2 with bronze, and then I have this knitting. I don't know if I had any more of it, but I will find something like this. So this piece will, this kind of piece will be in one of the others, and the same with this will be in one of the others. So there are a certain cohesion in my pieces. So, but yeah, that's just me and the way I work. So there's this, I have this funny strip here. It is in fact in a knitting yarn, but it's like a ribbon, but it was meant for knitting. So I have many crazy yarns from my knitting days and my weaving days, and that is nice. I can use them now. I think that would look nice. I also think because of the shape of this paper, it looks nice if you have some long strips there. I don't know if I will make one where there's a lot of smaller stripes going that way, but we can see. Oops. Here, put a piece of that in there. I think I will do that, and if I can, I would can just cut it. And rip a little of it off so it doesn't look like I have been cutting it. That isn't so easy. But something like this, and let it go under. Yeah, I think I like that. So this is design of this one, and I will do exactly the same as I have done on the other. I will base this down and see what I will do here. I will start gluing them so they will sit where I want them to be, and then base them down as I have done on the others, and then I will show it to you. So done with the basting, and I just took a light thread and I sewed here in the white stripes, and then I automatically sewed this one down too, so I only did that. This one is sitting there just with a little glue. But when I look at it, my inspiration will be there's a white dot there. So I think I will make some French knots in that white dot, and also a cluster of French knots down here. So I've taken my thickest, my thicker mercerized cotton. This is the normal one I use, but I have taken all these threads. This one because I want them to be a little chunky. So I can show you how I do a French knot, where we will start up here. I will just make a hole and I come up here and I will just let that hang there for now. Then I take my needle in my right hand and turn around. No, I will secure it because I will have to push in the thread and then I will push it all the way through, and that isn't the meaning with the French knot. So I will just secure it there. But again, I will take the needle in my right hand, turn it around. Normally you only turn it around once, but I like them to be fat and chunky, so I will turn it around 4 times, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will go down in the same hole, because the hole is so small and the knot is so big, so you won't drag it through the hole. You can see it is sitting there. If I only had turned it around, the thread around the needle once, perhaps it would have gone through, but it doesn't when you do it like this. Because so normally you come down a couple of threads away from the where you come up, but since this is paper, it is a little different. In 1, 2, 3, 4, and go down there and carefully drag it thread through. Come up. And now I'm nearly into the tape, and that isn't so nice to stitch in, but I will manage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was counting in Danish, and it means, yeah, you can probably guess 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And I think this is enough. Oh, there's something wrong here on the back side, but I will take care of that. But it would look like this. Small French knots, and I will do a bunch of them down here also. So, done with this, and this one I like a lot. I think it turned out nice. So let us do one more. Yeah, I can show you perhaps the layout, and then when it's done for the last 2, then there will be 6 pieces. When I look at the surface here, I like these marks and these marks, but I can't keep them all if I also are going to put some fabric on. And if I take this one, I could do that, and I have this strip here, but I think it is too much same here, even though this is a bought fabric and this was one I have dyed myself. But instead I think I will take this one. It is a little lighter, but that doesn't matter. And I will see if I can go in between those marks here, because I like those marks there. And I think I like that better. And then I will cut it here and fray the edges in the top and the bottom. And in fact, I also like the holes that are in the fabric there, but I think I will cover them up, because I have this strip, and that is a strip I have printed out. It is fabric, and it's a print I had taken from my jelly plate. And you also can print your fabric using your jelly plate. Perhaps I should make a video one day with that. I have this piece here. Perhaps this is, yeah, I don't know that, because there's a dot there. and there are these dots, but perhaps this one is, there's a more pattern in this piece here. Yeah, I don't know. And then I have a small piece of this here, and I think I like that there. And then I have 2 of the 6 there where there's this bronze thing on, and that is also fine. And because I have taken a light fabric there and some lighter, I think I can stitch with dark thread this time here, because this is perhaps a little pale, so it will be something with darker stitching on this one, I think, but I'm not sure if I want this one or this one. Yeah, too many options and just take a decision. So I think I will stay with this one, and don't scream at me. Take the other one, take the other one. So again, I will give him a dab of glue so they're sitting there, and then I will do the bastings, and then I will come back and tell you what kind of stitching I will do on it. So I baste this piece down, and I have not basted down here because I know I will be stitching these straight stitches, and I have taken this quite thick in this piece here, thread. It is a viscose thread, so I had taken this punch thing here because it makes a little bigger holes, because with my ordinary one I couldn't get my thread up, because it is double here in the eye, and that can sometimes be tough to drag it through, and you could see I am fighting a little here, but it is better when the holes are a little bigger. So I think this looks nice. Yeah, you can see them there. And I will continue all the way up here and be back. So done with number 5, and I just turned around the corner here with the viscose yarn, and there I have made the tiniest, smallest seed stitches with the thin mercerized cotton. And this thread again, I've just made some straight stitches up here in this, and I think this works quite well. And if they are boggling a little, you can always do it like this. So that was number 5. So a quick one here for the last one, because this video I think will be very long. I have this strip, and I know it is quite big for such a small piece, but there isn't much happening here except perhaps there. And I know I can tear it. I don't think then I should have a bigger piece, perhaps then I could tear it, but I think I like this as it is, so I will just cut a snip of it off and also down here like this. And oh, there are all these pieces everywhere. So something like this. And then I think I had stripes here, and I have this fabric, so perhaps I could, and again I could use these frayed edges here and just take perhaps half of it. I wonder if this could tear, but I can try. Yeah, it could. Lovely sound. And put this there. They got a little wonky, the stripes, when I torn the fabric. And I don't have any more of this, so we will have to find something different, and perhaps this is enough. This is I think it is some ribbon for packing presents. Yeah, I don't know, but that is exactly the width of this one. Perhaps a little more we can cut off, and like this. I think that looks nice. So again, I will give them a dab of glue and baste it down and decide what to stitch. So done with the basting, and when I do my basting, I have all these old threads from my sewing machine here, and I just use them, find a color that is matching the fabric. It is not because I'm sewing clothes or for myself or anything, but yeah, I just have a lot of these, and I don't use them for anything anymore, so I think they are fine for this basting. So I think I want a little more bling bling on this one, so I've taken this one here. It is called Cornetta, and I've taken a double thread, but I also think I have this small piece, and I think that could look nice there. So we'll just give it a little dab of glue and put it down here like this, and let it sit for a little. And then I think I think I have given it some thoughts what to do, and I think I will do a row of chain stitches there, and if it is possible, I also think I will do something with chain stitches up here, and I don't know what yet, but we will start on this piece here. So I will just take my tool here and poke some holes, and then I hope I can hit them again. So I just come up here from the back. Perhaps I should have waited a little longer for the glue to dry. And then I go down in the same hole and keep my thumb on the thread, so I make a little loop and go up in the next hole, or come up in the next hole and go inside the loop. And you can see here I am sewing with double thread, and that isn't the easiest thing to do when you're sewing chain stitches or some other stitches too, because you will have the threads should follow each other, and that can sometimes be a little difficult to make them do that. And then I go down in the hole I was just coming up from again, make a loop, come up in the next hole in the row, put my needle in the loop and pull, and there you have the next chain stitch. Down in the hole you just came up from, up in the next hole in the row, here, and put your needle inside the loop, and there you have it again, like this. Aren't they cute? I will do it all the way down. Done with the last one, and chain stitch there and chain stitches there, and I had a little trouble because I had a knot here that wasn't supposed to be there. So don't drag too much in the thread, so your loops will be nice and round. Not round, but drop shaped more. So done with this, and holy moly, I think this is going to be a very long video. But I will find a substrate and see if I have a frame I can show them to you. And I will also take some close-ups at the end of the video. Sorry, I don't have a stretched canvas I can show it to you on, but I have taken my white substrate. But I think I would place them like this, not in that order perhaps, but placed like this. Yeah, and I think they work quite well, but you can change them until you find the right way or where you want the specific ones to be in what place that you want them to be. But I think this looks nice. There's a light one there and a light one up there and a light one up there. That is something I'm looking for. And this bronze color is also up there. And this copper is down here, and these two different things are there. I try to put them not away from each other and not put the same things beside each other. So this was really a tough one, this one. And I'm not sure I would recommend anyone to sew in this heavy watercolor substrate. I succeeded, and I'm glad I did it, but you have to really have strengthen your fingers to do that. So, I like the substrate so much, so I wanted to do something with it. So, if you have liked my video and the previous one, please consider subscribing my little Danish channel, and please give my videos a thumbs up. I hope you have enjoyed it, and you have perhaps learned some tips and tricks or seen something you never have thought about and can use in your own work. So take care, be creative. Until next time. Bye bye, bye bye. Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot to say, when I have got a stretch canvas that fits these, I will glue them on with some very heavy gel medium. That's the only thing I want to do. I don't like to put my places in frames where there's glass on, because I don't think textile and glass are good for each other. But if you're nervous about it, of course you can put a glass over it, but else hang it a place where the sun isn't going to hit it all the time, and then I'm sure it will last for the rest of my lifetime. So that was just that.